experience widened my goals as a flight attendant aspirant.
Having this opportunity made me convinced to work abroad.
A highly empowered economy really has an impact toward its people.
It helped me realize I've learned many things, not just in my career, but myself entirely.
An experience like no other, June.
Hello, we are St. Teresa's College of Cebu's first batch of international work immersion students.
Come with us as we venture to Malaysia!
A lot of us assumed it'd be just like any other educational program in Cebu. Sakay bus, laag, and all but more expensive.
But when we stepped foot in Malaysia, a new reality settled upon us.
We were booked and busy.
We learned their corporate customs even in casual settings. Layer yun ang determination and disiplina nila dito.
Time management, organization, maximizing every second, their drive, people around us were like that. It did not matter their status nor their type of occupation, their hustle is collective June.
Maka-inspire! Their industries are very prosperous and also articulate. It is a place where there is a successful future that awaits any career.
Their students study and persevere to work for their country.
Ingana sila ka-progressive ka sustainable.
Those were just some of the international work immersion students' first impressions throughout our 7-day exhibition.
Pasa ka dyan. Let's go through the specifications of our work immersion modules as students from ABM, HUMS, STEM-Med, and STEM Engineering.
The main trajectory of our international work immersion is to situate our careers in an international setting.
If we wish to work abroad, how can we do it efficiently? What are the steps to ensure success once you obtain a job outside the country?
Here are some of our main takeaways and experiences.
One of the main struggles in working in abroad is settling in a country where a lot of cultural barriers set foot.
I thought the ability to speak a universal language was enough to get me through.
You're not wrong, but unfortunately, it's not enough.
One of the most fundamental experiences we had in Malaysia was working with students from different countries, if not cultural backgrounds.
It was challenging to work with the barriers present. Unlike working with your classmates, it becomes challenging when you're put outside of your comfort zone.
Gladly, the international students we worked with at Newton International College were collaborative and gave synonymous effort to completing the group tasks with us.
Being able to adapt to international relations and competence is heavily important when you want to work abroad.
As someone who wants to work abroad, or anyone for that matter, your profession isn't solely the factor to success.
Believe ba ako sa mga OFW eh?
Me too, friends. Now that we've delved into culture, let's now talk about language and diversity.
Opportunity to simulate the experience of working in an environment where a universal language is not commonly utilized.
3, start!
Bangladesh, Ami, Komagin, Bangladesh!
Yay!
Okay, now you start this.
Our critical thinking skills were constantly being milled. It helped me rationalize past the surface of just wanting to work, but also consider the survival aspect of being away from my country. It was a very practical lesson to learn.
I'm really grateful for having to put myself in a condition where independence is rudimentary and exercising it in a level where I haven't been in before. It is beyond helpful, Sadhgit.
Aside on your practical skills, what else did you like about your involvement in language and diversity?
Our educational tours, of course.
Hey there, check this. What? Beratuho.
One of my favorite highlights of our work immersion experience was having to learn more about the economy and the anthropological advancement that built the country brick by brick.
And we also talked about our history, justice for Southeast Asia.
I think Malaysia was the best fitting country.
The assortment of culture, ethnicities, businesses, or any terms of that effect made us less intimidated about the customs and more fascinated of how collective, harmonious, and progressive they are despite the divergence.
We were taught about corporate and career excellence and how this success becomes endless when you're equipped with skills outside your chosen field.
That's right, Isaiah. One thing's for sure, we were always packed with new knowledge, had our guts challenged, and of course, had fun within that process.
Besides the technicalities embedded in our work immersion, we've also learned through our experiences outside the depths of academic materials.
This particular immersion to me is one big asset. A lot of us have gone through many organizations, conferences, seminars, and things of that nature. But this was entirely a new experience that made us start on the first base.
We met with diversity in a whole new context.
It was definitely a first and worth coming back for.
Even for a short while, we were able to go through the realities of living in a different country.
It was exhilarating to have a peek of what my career would have looked like if I pursued it here.
Now, these are just a few words made by our first batch. And although words do not justice in how amazing this milestone is for us, and of course, our dears, alma mater.
That's why we're appealing to you, incoming seniors. This is an adventure worth going for and a great investment to your future self.
Indeed!
We'd like to thank the following individuals and organizations who have made our international work immersion worth the experience.
To SMS Phoenix Learning,
Newton International College,
Our coordinators from STC,
To Madame Azucena,
Madame Lape,
Madame Samar,
and Madame Generale.
And lastly, to our parents,
Thank you for fostering this learning opportunity and for giving us this unforgettable experience. To the future seniors, enjoy!
Terima kasih!
Girl, curious ko.
May man?
Which country ka next mo to ang second batch?